Today, we are super, super excited to welcome one of our favorite people, not only personally but professionally, Mr. Kerry Bubolz, the president of the Vegas Golden Knights in Las Vegas. Welcome, Kerry.
Thanks, Valerie. Thanks, Eric. Great to see you guys.
Yeah, even if it is on Zoom, it's always good to see you. Before we get started, I wanted to kind of do a little background on you. I don't think a lot of people don't know your background prior to coming to the Vegas Golden Knights. Can you give us a quick overview as to where did you come from prior to coming over to the Knights?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm excited because I was thinking about it this weekend. Next week will actually be my 4-year anniversary with the Golden Knights. So I'm already, wow. It's amazing how fast 4 years goes. But prior to that, I was with the Cleveland Cavaliers organization in Cleveland, had been there the previous 13 years from 2003 through 2016 and led all the business operations, not only for the Cavaliers, but all of our sports properties. We had an American Hockey League team, an NBA Development League team, and an Arena Football League team in addition to the Cavaliers. So I focused on our sports properties and it was a great opportunity in Cleveland, but obviously being a huge hockey fan like I am, to kind of bring that together with, the opportunity to lead an expansion team with the Golden Knights, and then just how things have gone the last 3 seasons, but 4 years. It's been amazing and already ready and chomping at the bit for season 4.
Yeah, I did want to bring up the end of season 3. I know we're still in mourning over here at Chicago Title, but can you talk a little bit about what's on the horizon right now as it relates to, we just ended our season, and if you want to kind of chat about that a little bit.
Yeah, so from an organization perspective, because of the unique situation that we're in, it's going to be an even shorter off season than what normally you would find. Normally the season would end with the Stanley Cup Finals in June, but by this this time of year we're already back in our season. Right. And so it's a fairly short off season, for the National Hockey League. But just based on the unique circumstance that we're going through, once the season was finished, a lot of our hockey folks are already in draft planning. So the NHL draft is an important part of our future, right? Those future Golden Knights players. And of course now with the Henderson Silver Knights being a part of our family, which will launch this year, you're going to see more and more of the names of players that we've drafted actually in the Valley. But they may not be with the Golden Knights, but they'll be with the Silver Knights. And so it's just a busy time of year on the business side, just getting all of everything that we need to do to get ready. And, probably the biggest unknown at this point is just exactly when we're going to start the 2021 season. And really the league is going to be working hard to, really understand the unique challenge that they have, which is you've got 31 different markets. 7 of them are in Canada. And in each of those jurisdictions, you've got different things that you have to manage through. In Dallas, for example, they could host half a crowd. So they could have 9,000 or 10,000 people for a game, where the Canadian teams, you're not even allowed to even go into Canada from the U.S. Without quarantining for 14 days. Again, those are our current circumstances. Obviously, we're hopeful that that'll continue to evolve in a positive way, and we hope to be back at T-Mobile as soon as we can, and we're going to play a full season. So it's just a matter of when it's going to start. But we're going to play an 82-game season. So we're excited. We just got to get there.
Not much of an off season then, right? I mean, you kind of just rolling right into it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's just there's really not a lot of time anyway in a normal circumstance, but the window's even tighter again, just with what we've gone through. It was close to 5 months that the season was paused. So March 12th all the way through the first part of August before we got back to the play up in Edmonton and Toronto, and so it's been certainly been an interesting year. But one, obviously, we're real proud of the fact that the guys did well on the ice. We had a terrific year from a business perspective off the ice, and just continuing to do things to utilize our brand and our platform to support this great community during it's a tough time out there, right? With the casinos that shut down, but again, it's starting to slowly but surely come back, and we'll continue to do our part to support the community.
Yeah, as it relates, I mean, you touched on the minor league over in Henderson. You know, it's funny. I was talking to my husband last night, and he was saying, like, you know, what is the difference in terms of having a minor league in your backyard versus where we were prior? So we were in Chicago. I mean, Eric knows this, so he's an avid hockey fan. But, you know, for us that just newly became Golden Knights fans, what does that mean to the Golden Knights by having the minor league in our backyard? Does that just mean access to the players? I mean, the look and the visibility of them, or what? Could you shed any insight on that?
Yeah, I think there's really a lot, and you know, again, our hockey folks could talk for hours about the benefits because obviously they're extremely excited. Mm-hmm. But you know, probably one of the first and most important things is all of your best prospects are literally now 30 to 40 minutes away versus a 3-hour plane ride away, and that's a really important element. Also, as you manage in this day and age, the salary cap. Now we can move a player back and forth between our AHL roster and our NHL roster, again, without putting them on an airplane and sending them halfway across the country to do that. And so we're able to manage the salary cap at a much higher level for our scouts. Now they can be here for an NHL game and an AHL game, and over a couple of day period of time, see a lot of different players and evaluate from that perspective. There's certainly a lot of cost benefits. Again, just having the team here in our home market. For me, from a business standpoint, I think it's fantastic because it's an incredible opportunity to continue to build the Golden Knights brand at that youngest level for kids. You know, the NHL is a great league, but it's not always available to everybody in the same way because of the cost associated with attending. The American Hockey League it's a family-friendly environment. It's a family-friendly price, and it'll allow, especially again, a lot of those younger fans, those kids, the opportunity to see the young players, the young prospects that'll be hopefully Golden Knights one day. And just like I said, it just allows us to continue to build this great game throughout the Valley. And also, we've got some great partners in Henderson. It gives them something to hang their hat on. And that's why we decided to name the Henderson Silver Knights. And so we'll play 2 years at the Orleans Arena, and then we're under construction for a new facility that we're currently calling the Henderson Event Center. And so by 2022-2023 season, which will open up the new arena for the Silver Knights, and just can't wait to get going.
That's all exciting stuff. We can't wait. I mean, I know Eric probably has a question or two about that, but before we run out of time, one of the main reasons why I wanted you on is because we're all such hockey fans. We're all such, you know, Golden Knights fans. But I don't think enough people know about all the good things that you guys are doing behind the scenes, you know, when the camera's not on. So if you could shed some light as to some of the organizations that you guys have been supporting, especially through the pandemic. I know with Mackenzie River being closed, I know that there was some remarkable things being done there. So if you could kind of, you know, share with us some of the things that you guys have done or are currently doing.
Yeah, no, thanks for asking that question because, you know, we have a saying internally, community is a contact sport, just like hockey. It's one of the most important things we do, again, utilizing our platform to support the great folks that support us throughout the region. But going back to the pandemic and just kind of that unique period of time, you know, the first thing that, again, I had forgotten, but our foundation, along with Mr. Foley, made $1 million contribution to the COVID-19 task force. Jim Murin, the former CEO at MGM, is running that force. So $1 million right out of the gate. You talked about Mackenzie River. You know, it was kind of twofold there. You've got one of our partner companies, and they had to shut down inside the facility here because City National Arena was closed. And so we were looking for ways we could support the community, but also put some people back to work. And that's what we were able to do. We actually made up 300 meals a day. We picked up the meals. They were all prepared food dishes that were appropriately packaged up. And we started out with all of the hospitals around town. We literally hit every hospital in the market and provided meals that folks could not necessarily eat while they were working, but when they got home that night, they didn't have to then cook a meal. It was a prepared meal.
Wow.
And we did that for 7 straight weeks. And so we had over, it was about 10,000 meals that we got out to, again, area hospitals as they were going through such an intense period of time, which was really, really crazy. One of the other things I was really proud of is our players. We had 7 or 8 guys really step up financially. Marc-Andre Fleury, he put in $100,000. John Merrill put in 600 meals a day on top of what I just described for the meal program that we went through with Mackenzie River. William Carlson, he got it all started. He's number 71. He did 710 family-style dinners for all the doctors at UMC Hospital. Wow. And Zach Whitecloud, Nick Holden, Derek England, again, all of these guys, they wrote checks, and all in the interest of supporting our community and helping those that were either in need or, again, going through with the hospitals, and just helping all those folks that were working so hard so we could all hopefully maintain some normal level of lifestyle, because it was such a crazy period of time. But I'm really proud of our organization, and we'll just keep doing it. We've got a blood drive coming up, and just keep doing those things. Wow. Like I said, to utilize the brand and support the community. That's
amazing, Kerry. I didn't realize it was to the hospitals. For some reason, I was thinking another organization, but the hospitals, that's pretty remarkable. And I wish, I wish everybody would see that, because you guys do such great work behind the scenes, and the players care so much. So thank you. I know our time is up. I've got the queue over here flagging us down. So thank you so much. Never enough time. We actually need several different segments.
Hey, thanks a lot.